shorty wild. Come on, man. Yeah. You already know, man. For real, man. From the projects, man, all the way to motherfucking the other side of the world and shit. You know.
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. We are going to review my fourth fragrance from the house of Amouage today. And this one is called Reflection Man. This is quite possibly the most commercial, universally appealing men's fragrance from Amouage. I own 3 others from this house. All have been reviewed: CL Man, Jubilation 25, and Interlude Man. On my to purchase list are Beloved, Epic, and Memoir. And Bracken is probably going to be on there as well. I recently sampled Bracken and really like it. I have to really sort through that Opus line and see if there's one I want. So far there hasn't been, but I did want to finish the standard collection first. If you want some backstory on this really well-received Omani-based house, please watch the first video that I did on CL Man a few years back. That was my first purchase from Amouage. Reflection Man was a 2007 release from perfumer Louis Sezoac, who did this one. He also did Now Man for Azaro, 212 Man VIP for Caroline Herrera, The Game for Davidoff, and Givenchy playing Tench. So he has a nice resume. This one will come in 50 and 100 ml sizes. The retail price for the 50 ml is $235 or $285 for the 100 ml. So if you go the retail route, obviously the 100 ml is the way to go. I picked up my 100 ml on FragranceNet for $160. So look for discounts on this one. You can find them. Note-wise on this one, you're going to get rosemary, pimento berry, and rose de mai at the top, orris root, jasmine, and neroli in the middle, sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, and cedar in the base. Standard Amouage presentation. You get this box. This one has purple velvet. It allows you to sit the bottle inside the seat of the box, and you have this beautiful metal component on the sides. This one has a magnetic cap. The cap is very, very heavy. It has that jewel at the top, and it snaps in place. The bottom of the box has a sticker with a barcode, and it should let you know that your batch is authentic. It should match up to the code on the bottle. So, and you have the Amouage, of course, piece glued on there. So very standard presentation from Amouage. Now, I love this fragrance, and if someone came to me and said, Max, I want to get my first scent from Amouage, I'd probably recommend this one. Because of everything I've smelled, this one's the most familiar. It gets a lot of comparisons to La Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and some people are very dismissive of that comparison, but I get it. I don't know that I think they're that similar, but they do have the same vibe. They're not brothers the same way Green Irish Tweed and Cool Water might be brothers, but they're cousins. For me, this one opens up with white florals and a powdery white floral vibe with neroli and vanilla. Vanilla is not a note on this one, but I get it. And it's very cool and aquatic at the top. Not like cheap cologne aquatic, but like taking a dip in a cold, clean pool. And then there's also some spice, which classes things up quite a bit. There's a dash of pimento. Rosemary gives this one just a very classy and sophisticated vibes, and keeps it from being too sweet and nonchalant. As it dries down, the neroli really comes out. For me, the neroli, jasmine, and orris root really takes this scent in a very powdery direction, which I appreciate. I think it takes it maybe a little bit too far, but it's enjoyable for the whole ride. And really, as this one dries down in the skin, the sandalwood begins to shine. You know, that sandalwood could be where I pick vanilla up from. Really good sandalwood can be multifaceted, and I think that's the case here. So this is a powdery men's floral fragrance that is spiced and anchored by a gorgeous sandalwood note. It is not the most complex in the Amouage catalog, but it's certainly, to me, one of the most pleasing to the nose and to the people around you. Performance is standard Amouage, and that's a very good performance. This one projects, it lasts, it has nice sillage. I feel like all the Amouage scents, whether noted as men or women scents, are unisex, but this one I think was designed for men who like barbershop, powdery, old school fragrances. And you really can do this one in any season, really. Ideally, I think this one is going to shine in summer nights. But you can do this one on a cool spring day, a cool spring evening, and you can really do this at work. It's a perfect scent for work. It's a perfect scent for a night out. It's a perfect scent for a date. It's a signature scent. Reflection Man could easily be a signature scent. You know, this is one of those fragrances that is a jack of all trade. If you can't get this, or you can't afford it and you're looking for something similar, yes, you could go with Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male and feel like you're getting maybe the forefather to this scent and quite possibly a better fragrance. You could go with Bois d'Argent by Christian Dior, it's similar. You could go with Bois d'Iris by Van Cleef & Arpels, it's similar. You can go with Jean Paul Gaultier Fleur de Mal if you want to get something a little bit more floral. You could go with Yop Homme and get something just sweeter and longer lasting. If someone was trying to talk you into purchasing Reflection Man, I think they would tell you that you can now grab this one at a great price. There's great materials used in making this fragrance. It's going to have mass appeal. This is one of the few Amouage fragrances that is going to get you a lot of compliments. That's just reality. I love Amouage. They're not usually compliment magnets. And you're going to get just a gorgeous bottle with that metal framework and a magnetic cap. If someone trying to talk you out of purchasing this one, I think they'd say, are you just getting a better Le Male for $100 over the price point? Is it too sweet and is it too powdery for you? And there are fragrances in the Amouage catalog that are bigger and badder fragrances. There's better from Amouage. They're not going to have that mass appeal, but there are better fragrances from Amouage. And are you okay with that? I think those would be the cons. For me, this is an excellent, excellent scent. It's a clear 8.5 out of 10. I can't give it original points, and I think if the composition were dropped drier, it would have served this scent a little bit better for mature men. But the fact that you can grab this for like $150, $160 is like, whoa. Literally, that's amazing. The presentation is gorgeous. It will get you compliments, and it has Amouage quality. So that's why I'm giving this fragrance a score that I am. Guys, I would love to hear what you think of Reflection Man. Obviously, I'm a big fan. Do you like it as much as me? What's your favorite Amouage fragrance? Let me know. Guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next week with more videos, obviously. My name is Maximilian, and I'm
Two Impalas, a fistful of cash, a bank account, mad thick, quick to hem you and blast. Instead of maxing in the wind, I'm in Japan with my kin. Hydro spraying, I'm blunt and wild, Duke through the glass. It's evident we comical.